Lift up your gaze, just the gaze up, and then bring it down to 3 cycles of that up and down. Stretch your eye muscles fully. No need to tighten up the neck or shoulders or jawline. After that, side to side. So bring both eyelids towards the right, back to the center, then to the left, and 3 rounds of that. Again, stretching fully, just like people do in the Bharatanatyam dances or the traditional dances. Now we will do sideways. So look up to the right and then to the bottom left. And then 3 of that. Then you will do 3 left top up and down, right down. After completing that, eye rolls that it'll both eyes will look up, then to the right, down, left, and up. So 3 in one direction and 3 in the other. Then stretch your eye muscles a lot, and even your forehead will be lifting up. After you complete that, just close your eyes for a little bit to allow the eye muscles to relax. Continue to breathe. Open your eyes, please. Now we are going to do the same thing using a pencil or our fingers. So you can either bring your finger like this and look at the tip of the finger and draw it slowly as you are keeping your gaze at the tip. Keep it bringing closer until you see this image of the finger splitting into 2. So you are moving the finger back and forward, but your gaze stays there. And you can do the same thing with a pencil or a tip of the pen. You draw the thing very slowly towards your eyes. And then you go back. Some people may find their eyes begin to water. But this is a very good exercise at any age. I would definitely recommend it for our younger people, preteens, because they are on the devices all the time and they're ruining their eyes. And one last one. I used to go for a full half an hour of eye exercises when I was in my teenage years. And I think that kept me from getting glasses at that young an age. Okay. The same thing can be done. You're moving your pencil or finger to the right as you are bringing your gaze to the tip. Stretching. And then once you start bringing it back to the center and switch your arms the hand that's holding, switch it to the other one. Or if you're using your finger, then you can use the change the finger. So do this a few times. And the last one is that you will bring your finger or the pen down and you're looking at the tip. And then you start lifting it up, keeping the gaze with the tip. And lifting the pen up and down. And let go. So now let us stand up and do our joint movements. So stand in your Tadasana position. Shoulders are relaxed. Feet are hip width apart. Arms are relaxed. Chin is neutral. And we will rotate our right arm first. So breathe in up and breathe out down. And switch the direction. Now switch your arms. And in the reverse direction. Now, if you have a chunni or the exercise band, please collect that. And you kind of hold it about this width apart. So it's in the front, you breathe in, you lift up, pull it back, back, and down, again. You can bring it as far back as you can manage to. Right now, my right arm is a bit sore, so I cannot do it any further. And down. The other thing that you can do for the back of your neck, and I'll turn around, and you have to move your scarf or band like this. You can bring it on the sides also. It's a good way to massage your neck. And then the other way, you hold it like this and bring it behind you and then go up and down, sideways. The best effect of is that when you are in the after the shower, you can do it with your towel because then the skin is bare. So when if there is a rubbing action, it's good. But this way we are exercising also our arms. So you switch the sides. And the other action that I can show you, typically we bring our hands like this, but some people cannot bring the two hands together. So what you can do is hold this, and with the help of that, get it as close as possible. And do with the other arm also. So you start walking your hands towards each other, holding the strap or the tunic. It's far away right now, and I'm walking it. This is how you can extend the range of your motion with the aid of these tunics. Now we can put that aside for a while. Bring the arms forward and rotate the wrists. And in the other direction. And release down. Palm forward. With the other hand, pull it back, and feel it. Where do you experience the stretch and enjoy it? Bring the palm down, pull back. Again, feel where it is. Is it different from before? And release. Now the other. Pull back. Enjoy the stretch. Down. Pull back. And release. Elbows to your sides. Fists are facing each other. Breathe in and expand. Keep on breathing in. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Feel it. And then as you exhale, draw the fists close to each other. And do this a couple of more times. I found that with each one, slightly more, the shoulder blades were coming together, slightly more. So the range of motion was increasing. Now you have your fists facing up and do the same thing. And see how different it feels. Where do you feel the difference in your experience? Exhale and come back and do this a couple of more times. When I did it with somebody in my other class, when I had it with fist facing down, they could not do it with one of the arms that was hurting them. So now let's start with the fist facing down. And you go into your experience, what you feel. And the last one. And breathe together. Let us do 3 neck rolls. 3 from one side and 3 from the other. We have a lot of lymph glands flow, lymphatic system here. So when we do our neck rolls or anything with the neck, you'll find that they are draining. The sinuses are draining through here. Now we will work our waist. So breathe in and lift the arms up. Palms are facing down. Now you lift up your pelvic muscles and tighten as if you want to go to the bathroom, but you are trying to hold it. So you lift up all the muscles in this area. And as you exhale, twist from your waist. Go to the right side. Now your hip might be right hip. Your left hip is still not in alignment with the right. So just twist your waist slightly to get the two hips into a better alignment. Once you are here, turn your chin to the right side and continue to breathe. Head straight, untwist the waist and come back and bring the arms down. Again, breathe in, lift up. Lift up your muscles in the pelvis and pelvic floor. And you exhale and turn to the left. Bring the right hip forward. Turn the chin to the left side and breathe. Head straight, untwist the waist, return to the center and bring your arms down and move your arms. They might be a bit sore. Now we are going to do side bend. So breathe in and lift up the arm. Flip the palm up, raise it to the ceiling. Give this area a nice stretch. As you breathe out, turn to the left side. You're bending to the left side. Now remember, try to keep your ear against your upper arm. Otherwise, the alignment is your head is forward, your chest is compressed, and this thing is failing to work. So you are back. You don't have to bend too deeply if you're losing your alignment. Now, once this right side opens up, send your breath there. One other trick somebody said was if you look up, you tend to get a better alignment. The next inhale, rise up and bring the arm down. Collect your breath. Left arm up, flip up the palm, raise to the ceiling, stretch, exhale and bend. Keep the alignment. And once you are in the posture, you can look up and breathe deeply through the opened rib cage on the left side. And come up. What you will notice is that as you're breathing and making your breath calm in any of the postures, you open up even more because you become relaxed. So go into that internal observation, breathe and feel something is giving more. The muscle is working with you in that case. Let us do the same thing with our legs apart. You can have your toes slightly in so that you don't lose your balance. So breathe in and lift the arm up, flip up the palm, raise to the ceiling, stretch, and as you breathe out, bend to the left side. Again, keep the alignment. You should not be folding forward from the chest. And wherever you are, now start breathing deeply. And slowly rise up. Bring your arm down. Breathe in, lift up the left arm, flip up, raise to the ceiling, stretch, bend, keep the alignment. You might notice one of your hips is tending to come forward. So gently coax it back, no violence. And now breathe deeply. You might be feeling some activation in your thighs also. And slowly rise up. Bring the legs together. Take a couple of breaths. Breathe in and lift up both arms. As you breathe out, start twisting from your waist to your right side. Go as far back as you can, and wherever it is your final point, stay there for a couple of breaths. The next inhale, start returning to the center, and then to proceed to the other side. And return to the center. Drop your arms down. Again, move your arms in case they are hurting. Now we are going to do leg kicks. So bring the foot back to hit your hips. Now we do in the front. Lift up, no bending forward. You can do slowly, you can do fast. And come back. Get your breath settled. Now we are going to give our, next we will work on our thigh, stretching it, this muscle. So bring your right foot behind you and hold it with both hands. You can gaze at something so that you don't lose your balance, or you can look at the floor or at some point on the floor. And now do this. See if you can bring the two knees close to each other. If you pull up your pelvic floor, that is the tightening of those lower muscles, you might be able to stand a little longer without the need for support. Feel that stretch in your thigh muscle. And release down. Again, catch your breath. Now the other leg. If you open up the chest, then also you can find a better balance. And release down. This is a very good one for giving this muscle an activation. Now we will bend slightly and we will rotate both the hips and the waist at the same time. So we are bending down, start, and see how I'm also engaging my hips, pushing them out as I'm moving my knees. And same thing from the other direction. This shakes up the entire internal lower abdomen also. All right. Let's work our ankles and toes. Stand tall. Get your breath, calm down. Extend the right leg forward, point your toes down and up. And again, notice where is your stretch? Down, up, down, up, Rotate the ankle. Switch the direction. And down. Left leg forward, point the toes down, up, down, up, down, up, rotate. Now in the other direction. And bring the foot down. Now we are doing our coming up on toes, then going back on our heels. So rise up and go back. And now we are doing our curling of the toes inwards. Feel it in your ankles. Some of you might feel it in your shins too. Now switch foot. And then stand on the outer edges of your feet. And you can sway from right to left, left to right, so that the body weight shifts and you're getting a good massage or pressure, acupressure on the sides of your feet. And now we do full body extension. Lift up, engage the fingers, lift towards the ceiling. Ears are against the upper arms. You're breathing deeply. And slowly release down. Now we are going to come down. So the way we will do it is we will leave our body very loose and limber, and we'll just start descending down slowly as if, this body, gravity is taking over. So we will do our forward fold that way. From there, we will transition into the downward facing dog and then into a lunge. Okay. So make your shoulders loose, neck loose, head loose, and start bending a little bit at a time. Let your arms sway as they are falling down. You can have your knees slightly bent. No need of over tightening them. And as you release down, feel the back standing. Once you are fully in the forward fold, stay here for a few breaths. Then now walk your hands forward until you come into the downward facing dog. Lift up your hips, lower down your head. The correct position of the head is that ears are against the upper arms. Continue to breathe. And now bend your right knee. You can be in the low lunge. You can keep your palms here, so be more upright and breathe. And again, feel where do you get the most stretch. Place your palms back on the floor. Bring the leg back and bring the other leg from the front. You can lean forward with your palms by your foot. And notice, where is this stretch? Then come up a bit. Put your arms over on your thigh. And feel the stretch in your thigh muscle. And then come back down. Extend your legs in the front and sit in Dandasana. Again, let's play with our feet. So rotate your ankles. And rotate in the other direction. Now, push your right toes down towards the floor and left toes towards you. Sit tall still. And where do you get the activation? Go into that experience. And if you want, you can even bring your hands to your foot that's facing towards you. Now change feet. And come back. Now join the feet together into a butterfly. Shake, shake. Sometimes people are not able to sit like this. So if you want, you can start out with this, with your palms behind you, and then at least get the hip motion going. Bring the knees together and out. And that start drawing the feet closer and closer towards you, and see how that works for you. The other thing you can do, bring the knees together and drop them to one side. And up and drop them to the other side while keeping the torso as straight as possible. So the torso keeps facing in the front, whereas the knees and the legs are bending from one side to the other. So move from one to the other. You can do it rapidly or slowly. But we are working with the joints here, with the muscles in this area to help open them. All right, now let's try the butterfly and see if there is any improvement in being able to draw the feet closer to the body. The whole idea with the butterfly is not only this hip joint opening, but the inner thigh muscles that we don't get to with other asanas or through our daily life. This helps a lot. Extend the legs forward. Now go into the Vajrasana. Sit tall. And we are going to do two planks. One will be the regular plank and the other will be the side plank. And I'll show you the difficult and the easy ones of that. So you come down on your belly. And you make fists and you're resting your elbows here. Now lift up your pelvis and look straight. Don't tense up your neck. Keep on breathing. This is very good for abdominal muscle or the core muscle strength. And of course, that supports the lower back. You can give yourself a challenge that you are doing it for 10 seconds, 20, 30 seconds, 1 minute, or even longer. And gradually build up. And slowly come down. Now I will do the more traditional one where we are lifted up on our palms. This puts a lot of pressure on the wrists, and so those who have weak wrists, the first one is a good posture to have. Now I do the side one. So I'm swiveling my hips and legs to one side, lifting my arm up, and I keep the back of my head aligned with the back. I bring the palm down. Now I swivel to the other side. And bring the palm down. And then rest on your tummy for a bit, because I'll show you how to do the easier version of this. So now you have your arm on your floor. You turn to the right side. So your hip is currently resting on the floor. You can have the other palm also in front of you. Now with the aid of the two palms, pushing down into the floor, lift up your hips. So you're slightly off the floor. I know this is also hard, it's not that easy. You can have this knee in the front maybe. I find this much harder, I guess I'm just so used to the other one. And let's try the other side. Come down. Once you are done, lie down on your back. And what I will do is I'll go through certain asanas and practices that help with getting a better night's sleep. So you lie down with your legs extended. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring the right knee towards the chest. Hold down the lower leg with your palms and breathe. And release this leg. Now bend the other knee and draw it towards the chest and continue to breathe, relaxing the body. You can make this a bedtime routine. We brought one leg in at a time and we continue to breathe to relax the body. Now release the leg. Now bend both knees. Draw them towards the chest and surround your arms on your lower legs and breathe. Bring the mind inwards, bring the breath inwards and relax. Shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. Bring the feet down. You can do each of these at 30 seconds to a minute. Now, you drop right knee to the right on the floor and left knee to the left. So your knees were bent to begin with. You drop each knee on either side, joining the feet together like we do in the butterfly position. Try to get most of your back, the lumbar part of the back on the floor, flat on the floor. Rest your arms on your upper thigh and breathe. The mind is connected to your breath for relaxation. The other thing you can do is you can join the knees together, then spread them apart, down, bring them down again. So do this slowly. Again, bend the knees and bring them together. Feet are closer to the hips. Now lift up your legs in such a way that your knees are apart. We are doing the happy baby. So if you have done that, the knees come close to the chest and you hold your feet with your hands. You can simply breathe in this posture. This is a very relaxing posture. Again, your entire back is on the floor and you can even rock from side to side. If the back is tensing up, this is a good way to relax it. Each of these postures I talked about, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever routine you can build up before bedtime, it will help you with a good night rest. Then release the feet down, keep them bent. Now bring your arms at shoulder height. When we do the spinal twist, the same thing. So your palms are up, arms are at shoulder height, knees are bent, the feet are together, the knees and the thighs are together. Shift your hips about an inch to the right and drop the legs to the left side. Knee on top of knee, foot on top of foot. Once you achieve that, gently turn the neck towards the right side. No pushing. Release your arms down and breathe. With each breath, relax the body further. Head straight, knees straight. Take a couple of resting breaths. Breathe in. As you're breathing out, drop the legs to the right side, knee on top of knee, foot on top of foot. Gently turn the neck towards the left side and continue to breathe and relax. Bring the knees up, head straight. Your knees are still bent. Bring one palm below the navel and the other one on top of it. Relax the shoulders. Keep the back straight and just notice your breath and the rise and fall of your belly under your palms. All right, since we are in this position, we will do the reclined eagle, even though it is not a part of the sleep thing. So your knees are still bent. You place your right foot on the left thigh, and with your palm, gently massage from inner thigh towards the knee, opening up the hip area. Now bring your right arm in between the two legs and draw them towards the chest. Keep your palms on your shin of your left leg and see if you can draw the legs in further. Feel the stretch in your right thigh. Keep your neck relaxed and breathe. Come out of the posture, bring the feet down. Now the left foot sits on the right thigh, and with your left palm, massage from inner thigh towards the knee to open up the hip area. Now bring the left arm in between the legs, draw them towards the chest. Hold down your right shin with your palms. Relax your shoulders and neck and breathe. Feel the expansion in the left on the left side of the leg. Notice if you are tensing up anywhere, release that. And come out of the posture. Turn to one side and stay there for a couple of breaths. And come to a seated position. And related with the sleep, help with the sleep, I'll show you 3 points for acupressure. So this is our wrist. So from the base of this hand, we have 3 fingers, and then we find a point. So this is the point for treating insomnia. So for about a minute, you can do little circles. You have to apply quite a bit of pressure. So on a typical day, you will do it for at least a minute. Of course, this point is also a very versatile point, and it is for treating anxiety and things like that also. So I won't do it for the whole 1 minute. Same thing we do on the other side. Find this point after about 3 fingers. And sometimes people will find a difference on the 2 sides. One side, they'll find it's a little sore compared to the other one. Now, these are my ears. I put my thumb here and I join my finger here. And this part of the head, this is where if you make circles here, you might be able to induce sleep. I found that when I do this, I'm starting to yawn after a few seconds. I know when I was little, whenever mom would put hair oil, it would be here, and then she would tap this area. So I'm sure this has a lot of importance in both the acupressure part and what we did in India. And then behind the ears. So there is a little dimple behind the ear on both sides. So I'll turn back. I don't know. So this is also a very good point right behind the ear to work on. And you might, again, be able to induce sleep for yourself. For a minute or so. Okay. So let's do the prayer.